Hey everybody, it's Jenny, and I am here with you today to share how I planned this week in my Classic Happy Planner. There was last week in the pink monochromatic layout that turned out so fun and really just was so inspiring all week long. Now this week I have something a little bit different for you, like pretty much the opposite in terms of we're doing a rainbow week. I haven't done one of these in a while, and if you've been here for a bit, you know that rainbow weeks are my absolute favorite. Now you can see that I've done my pre-planning with my sticky notes just like always, and I am going to be using mostly stickers from Scraptastic Club. Now I will have a little bit longer video today because it takes a little longer to go through my stash. So just going through and finding all those stickers, like I need a yellow sticker, it's got to fit right here, it's got to, fit this particular activity. So it does take a little bit longer to find those things versus being able to say, oh, well, I can just fit this one or this one or this one. So now I put down that decorative sticker that's really sort of for journaling or whatever, but I'm going to be covering the text with various different stickers. So for example, I already put down that half box sticker, and now I'm going to put down a little label type sticker and then also add a little bit of text as well. Now, rainbow weeks are a little different because I've got to make things work. So like this, for example, I have to find red stickers to go in that Monday box. And so I've got to find things that work. So we do end up a little bit more decorative than maybe just your average week, solely based on the fact that I want to stick to the rainbow palette. However, it's still insanely functional and it really genuinely makes me happy. Like I couldn't love it more than I do. So it's one of those things that I'm just gonna love it, love it, love it. So there you go. There's the first box. I know, crazy, right? I'm just still finishing the very first activity. And I'm going to use a red Papermate flare to fill in the information that's necessary. And then I will move on. Now I'm also going to do a little bit of stamping this week as well, so you can see that I'm using that Scraptastic Club stamp, and then I'm going to be using my red VersaFine ink to add that box right there to the page. VersaFine is my absolute favorite. There's not a better ink for me to use in my Happy Planner. It's easy, it's clear, it doesn't bleed, and it just works out wonderfully. I know other people have different inks that they like to use, but if you haven't stamped and you're interested in stamping, I highly recommend VersaFine if you're using a Happy Planner, and especially if you're a stamping newbie. I know that stamping has a learning curve, but VersaFine will help it so much. Now I'm going to also use one of these red stickers from Scraptastic Club. I love that the base of the sticker is also filled in with color. The background is not white, so I just love that because it really definitely makes it stand out against the white paper. Now, in addition to the activities, I'll also be adding a to-do list. To-do lists are part of my daily routine. I jot down big things, I jot down little things, and then I cross them off when I'm finished with them. It really, really keeps me on track, and it really helps me remember all of the little things that I need to get done. Very few things fall through the cracks since I've been using this system for the last 2 or 3 years, and I couldn't be happier. Now it's time to move on to Wednesday, and I'm going to use some of these little hexagons, which I love, and you can see I'm combining them with Wednesday as well and the yellow. And I couldn't love that little cluster more than I do. It really just adds to the fun and the whimsy of a rainbow week. Now I do need to shift these a little bit. I wasn't particularly happy with them, though in hindsight I might have left them because peeling them up made them not quite so sticky. So I don't know which is worse, them being a little bit crooked or them being a little bit not sticky. I don't know, verdict is out on that. Now I'm using also my orange Papermate Flare pen. I have a great rainbow pack of them, and some of these other colors don't get used as often, so I'm loving being able to use them. Now I'm going to stamp my to-do list with my orange VersaColor ink pad, and I'm just going to add that right there, and then I'm going to clean it off, and then I'm going to add ink to 2 more boxes just so I can make my to-do list a little bit longer. This is easy to do, especially with these checklists. There's just so many ways to modify them to make them your own, and as you can see there, I made a longer to-do list. And who knows if I'll actually need the space or not, but I do find that in the middle of the week and sometimes even on Mondays, I have lots of things that I need to get done. Now I've inked up that little stamp pad, or not stamp pad, notepad, and I used the VersaColor orange again. It's really just a true orange color, and I absolutely love using it for stamping. It just makes it easy to do. It dries quickly enough that I don't have any problems with it at all. It definitely is not, I don't have any smearing issues or anything like that. However, I do know better most of the time to not run my hand over it or whatever right after I stamp. Now it's time to move on to Wednesday, which is awesome, and I'm going to be using some stickers. Now that one right there with all of the great yellow awesomeness, I just love it. And then using the yellow pen on it just really solidifies that we have moved over into yellow, yet I can still read the text, which is great because it's definitely not something that you always have with yellow. Sometimes I have to use, you know, black or something like that to make sure that it is readable, and rest assured that any of these things that I'm using are readable in real life. I know it might be hard for you to see on the screen. Now I'm also adding a checklist for my to-dos, and then see right there where I had to use the black pen, there was just no way that the yellow pen was going to work on that. So it's kind of a bummer to have the black right there on Wednesday, but it totally doesn't even matter. It's not a big deal. So now let's move on to the second half of the week. We will obviously be moving into green, which is not my favorite color. However, I love that it has a place in the rainbow. I will also be adding some activities and to-do lists just like the rest of the week. So now this is a perfect example of how I have to just kind of go through and find stuff that works, like, okay, where are we at? What do I have that's green? What will fit? And so on and so forth. And so that's what makes planning in a rainbow configuration a little bit different than choosing a color palette that's already predetermined, maybe by a sticker book or something like that. Now, as you can see, I stamped my to-do list again, and then I'm adding a decorative sticker at the bottom. However, the decorative sticker is not the only sticker I'll use down there. I'm also going to pair it with a activity sticker, and I love that the layering together of the two is really super functional, but yet it makes the functional and the decorative just seem like, of course they're meant to be. Now I filled in with those Tombow twin tone pens because the color was perfect and it went with the color that I had already chosen for those two stickers right there, and so it's just really kind of fun and awesome. And yes, the stamping is a different shade of green, but when it all comes together and you see it at the end, I don't feel like it stands out at all. I feel like it really just works. Now I'm going to go ahead and work on Friday, but I knew that I didn't want to go with your traditional blue, not for any reason. I just knew that I wanted to go with more of a in the turquoise slash aqua combination color. And so I needed to just start going through some of these stickers and see what I could find that would work for that. Now I'm going to pair together a couple of different stickers for the header for my to-dos, simply because I had a sticker that worked, not because it's necessary to notate my to-dos. Obviously, I know that those checklists are for that. Now, I do ordinarily notate that, like I make some sort of note like, oh, stuff to do or whatever, but this week, I mean, obviously, I already know what it's for, so I'm not going to go crazy layering a couple of stickers together and then writing in my activity up there. Now that one that overlaps into Saturday, it kind of works because Saturday is obviously purple, and then you've got that myriad of different colors of those blocks. And so while it's not exactly purple and it's definitely a bleed from Friday, it's really not a big deal. And again, at the end, when it all comes together, you can kind of see how it works out great. That's why even for something like this, it's not imperative that I stick to exactly what I thought would work, because I know that lots of different things end up being just fine. Now I'm going to use this little weekend banner and I'm going to place it down, but I know that I want to layer it with something else. I'm just not exactly sure what yet. Hopefully something purple. So I'm pulling out these Mila print shop stickers. They're gorgeous. I love them. And I'm going to place this decorative one down first and then put the weekend banner on top of it. And I love it. I just absolutely love it. It came together exactly how I wanted it to. And it really melded together the pink and the purple. And I love that color palette too. So now again, I just stuck with a couple of stickers from the Mila Print Shop sticker sheets, and they're super, super functional and I love them. And then I found another one, yay, that I'm going to use for Sunday as well. So now I'm just beside myself. I need to flip through all of them and see, oh my gosh, what else can I use to have those work? Now I had gotten these a while back when Mila was still doing glossy stickers, and so I will use my Tombow MonoTwin pen to write on those. It's permanent and it won't have any smearing on those glossy stickers. I love, love, love like a glossy, not a true glossy sticker, like a matte, like a vinyl sticker. Those are my absolute favorites, but not that many sticker shops do them. So it's something that when I find them, I definitely get them. Now I have an assignment due on Sunday, and so I'm going to layer together a few different stickers to add that reminder to my Sunday morning. Since I don't have to-do lists on the weekend typically, I have added them before though. This just is perfect and the perfect way for me to have that reminder right there. Now you can see that it's mostly all come together, but I definitely still have a few things that I need to add. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to look for, okay, so for right there, for example, for that book club sticker, I want to still add a little bit of decoration. So the little flag does it, and then I'm going to add a little iced coffee cup because A, it matches, and B, my book club meets at Starbucks. So it kind of melds that perfect little, those two little things together for a perfect little box, right? The book club, the coffee, the Starbucks, the whole thing. It's great. So now, see, I'm loving how this came all together. I feel like the colors are just wonderful and they're super inspiring. But what else do I need to add to finish this off? So I definitely need to add the dinner stickers. So I'm going to go ahead and take the ones that I have that match and add those right there down at the bottom. And I love these because they are super simple. The colors are beautiful and they definitely just do exactly what I need them to do with no fuss whatsoever. And they're a good size too. They're definitely the right size for me to write things in there, but they're not too large and they're not awkward either. So now it does take a little bit going through my stash to find all of the colors because there's no one sticker sheet that has all the rainbows, though somehow I would argue that there should be because, you know, rainbows are the very best. So now again, just searching for those perfect ones. I still need the red, I need the green, and I need the pink as well. So I need to look. There, I found the red one. Now I got to find the lime green one. Okay, it's perfect. And then last but not least, I have to find the pink one as well. So that just takes a little bit of searching to find that last one. And then once I have that, that's pretty much it. So thanks guys so much for stopping by and watching my video. I really do appreciate it. If you have questions, leave it in the comment box below and I will do my very best to get back to you. Thank you so much and make it a great day.